So you want to be engaging, but your screens ain't fly. You gotta hit us up and get a pimped out sign. Hey guys, I got a Pimp My Sign submission from Julie Bennett at Goodwill Southern Rivers. I think you guys are gonna like it. Check it out.
Check it out.
Hi, Industry Weapon. My name's Julie Bennett, and I'm Director of Marketing and Communications for Goodwill of the Southern Rivers. We're a regional operating Goodwill representing about 50 counties in Georgia and Alabama, and I really need your help. You know, everybody understands that Goodwill takes in gently used merchandise and sells it in our stores, but most people have no clue what we do with the proceeds from the sale of those donated goods, and that's a huge problem for us. So my thought was, if we could better tell the story of what happens with the proceeds from the sale of donated goods via screens in our stores to our shoppers, that would be a great way to help overcome this perception problem that we have and people not understanding who we are. So Industry Weapon, could you please help me pimp my sign?
I really loved her submission. I think there's a great opportunity for us to help Julie inspire action from her audience using digital signage communications.
Sounds great. Let's grab some tickets and go out and see her.
First order of business was to head to Columbus, Georgia to learn why their merch is gently used, but their in-store signage is abused. Even though Goodwill is known for giving a leg up in the community, their in-store signage was tripping. Let's give them a donation Goodwill can flex. All right, man, you ready to do this? Let's do it. Hey, absolutely.
Julie? Hey, it's Christian and Dave from Industry Weapon. We're here to pimp your sign.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
I kid you not.
We were selected?
You were selected.
Oh my God, I don't know what to say. Thank you.
You're welcome, and we're excited to get started.
Where do we go? Where do we begin?
Well, why don't we take a drive over to the store and check things out?
Okay, that sounds awesome.
Let's go.
Thank you.
With Julie in tow, we needed to see what was already in store.
All right, so this is the Veterans Parkway store, as I was telling you. It's our busiest store in terms of just sales and revenue. And so I was thinking that if we could put screens here where our customers could see them while they're waiting to check out, it would be a great opportunity for us to tell the mission story, that side of Goodwill. When something comes in, it gets tagged with a color. It's the color of that week. So when new things come in, let's say this week's color is red, they get tagged with red. And then the next week's color might be yellow. So within 4 weeks, because of the cycle, you know when it's time to pull the reds, because the reds have been out here for 4 weeks. The other really important thing to know here is that the color of the week on the last color is 50% off. So each week it starts out full price, and then it goes down every week until it's finally 50% off. So people who are in the know about shopping at Goodwill know that that color of the week is the 50% off. And so color of the week is something I was thinking about putting on the screens. This is our break room, team member break room, and you'll see here we have, we've coined it Goodwill TV. And this is where it all started, was communicating with our employees. We did research with our employees. They want to know how what their store is doing impacts the organization overall. So that was something that we wanted to be able to tell them.
Julie gave us some legit ideas to take back to the office. Let's get with the team and see what they come up with.
Okay, Marcy, Danny, we know that Jolie needs to take color of the week from trippin' to drippin'. Tell me what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna use the elements from our audience engagement framework to make sure the color of the week is on point and visible anytime, anywhere.
What about Goodwill's mission? Jolie wants to keep that messaging on screen. Hit me with it.
I'm gonna use the elements from our audience engagement framework to make sure color of the week is on point and visible anywhere, anytime.
Marcy, I know you got a lot of product planned for the break room. Tell me what you're gonna do.
Well, we're gonna take color of the week and events and bring them to the back of the house so that employees always have the, 411.
Keep them in the know.
And then we're gonna apply the audience engagement framework to their existing Goodwill TV content.
Framing it up.
Sounds Gucci. How are you gonna keep eyes on the screens?
For maximum impact, we're always gonna make sure that there's 2 assets on the screen with motion. And then we'll be tightening up their color selection and adjusting the slide's duration.
And I'm gonna get with our boys at NEC and Peerless to make sure we have the right displays and mounts for the job. We're here in Columbus, Georgia, Veterans Parkway, Goodwill location. The installers are already at work getting the screens ready to hang.
Yep.
And we have the content ready. The team pulled everything together. We're ready to get this store launched tonight for the big show tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and I'm really, really excited about what we have going on as a surprise for Julie and the team. I think we owe it to the brand to kind of add this little extra twist that I know they're going to love. So let's go back and check it out.
Let's do it. All right, so they have this screen in their break room. We wanted to
Huge
add
opportunity. Huge opportunity for the employee retention program. Like I said, I think this particular brand, Goodwill, does so much for the community, but they also do a ton for their employees. And what a better place to say, we are a winning brand, and here's all the wonderful things we're doing for the community. We really love our employees. I mean, we saw the passion with Amy, the store manager here, and to be able to celebrate her as the asset that she is running this particular store is gonna be huge. And then projecting the vision for the future of Goodwill, when we hear Julie talk about where they're heading in the future, really, really exciting stuff that we need to make sure that every employee sees where they're going, because this is a place that you're absolutely gonna wanna build a career around.
Is it even blowing it?
When we first saw Goodwill screens, they were nothing to write home about. But the creative team at Industry Weapon took their digital content from Dullsville to Dopalicious.
Cannot wait to see it.
So what do you think?
God, it's amazing. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, guys, you did such an amazing job.
So Julie, we really wanted to focus in on one of the big problems that you brought up to us, which was not being able to tell what the color of the week was from anywhere in the store. We wanted to make the color of the week really a focal point so that anywhere in the store, customers and employees can see what the color of the week is and be able to communicate that effectively.
It's beautiful, and I mean, the graphics are so professional and so easy to understand and digest in a really short period of time. I love it.
Another thing that we wanted to focus on was the social media posts that are running are all social media posts for Goodwill Southern Rivers. So we wanted to keep all of the content localized to you, your organization, and your focus. And that was really important for us to get onto the screens. Another thing we really wanted to make sure that we were capturing and delivering was all of the statistics and information that showcases what Goodwill is doing for the community, and making sure that anyone can see that while they're standing in line, waiting, that we were giving that information to you in a really clear way.
And I think it's the other thing too, as I'm watching the animations,
It's just visually appealing. I think it's very attention grabbing. I think that people will be drawn to it as they're waiting to check out. I love it.
This rollout wasn't just for customers. We updated from the windows to the wall. Their signage had to ball.
So one of the things, Julie, I love about this screen in particular is we're pulling the treatments in from the front of house to the back of the house. So we heard from you loud and clear that obviously color of the week is very, very important. We want to make certain that all the employees also know the color of the week. So whether people are dropping off goods or they have questions when they're out on the floor with the consumers, they can answer the questions very quickly. Also making certain that Goodwill TV is well represented in the break room because it has such a huge impact on the employees. We want to make sure we kept that asset with the digital experience in your strategy, as well as bringing in other components that are going to be more socially or personally relevant to the employees. So we're creating that stickiness when they come in here. They can get information about the news or the weather or the time, things that just create habit, as well as some other things that have fun. We're pulling in all the events because you do so many impactful events that help the employees as well as the community that we want to make sure that is represented here too.
That is such a great way to display all of those events in a way that's not overwhelming. It's incredible. I love that.
We'd like to thank the entire team at Goodwill Southern Rivers for their participation in this program. Special thanks goes to NEC Display Solutions and Peerless AV for providing the equipment seen in this episode.